Bueno, hola a todos, feliz lunes. Espero que se encuentren
Okay, hello,
súper
hello
bien.
everyone.
Y yo
Happy
quiero
Monday. I
empezar
hope
esta
you're feeling
llamada
well. I want to
diciéndoles que
start
estoy
this
muy
call letting
feliz
you
que
know
estén
that I'm
aquí,
very happy
porque
for
estoy
you
segura que
being
todas las
here
personas que estamos
because
aquí
I'm sure
reunidas
that
es
everybody
porque
who is
queremos
here
hacer
with us
dinero con
is
este
because we
negocio,
want
¿verdad?
to earn
Pónganme
money
en
with
el
a
chat
business, right?
quién está aquí porque quiere hacer de esta
Please
oportunidad
write down in the
un
chat who
modelo
wants
de
to make from this
negocio que les
opportunity a
dé
business
ese
model
dinero
that gives
extra para
them that
vivir
extra
mejor,
money
para
to
salir
live
de
better,
deudas, para
to get
comprarse
out
esa
of
casa de
debt,
sus
to
sueños,
purchase the house
porque
of
es
their dreams,
realmente posible. Es un
because it's
modelo de
truly
negocio
possible.
maravilloso,
It's an
súper
amazing
generoso.
business model,
Así que quiero
super
leerlos.
amazing.
Yo, dice Ana, yo
So I want
dime,
to read you.
eso, qué
Me, says Anna.
rico.
Me,
Y para
Jimana.
esto
Okay,
y para
amazing.
guiarles
And
y
that is why
enseñarles,
we are here
lo
to
más
guide you
importante
and
de
to teach
esto
you. The
es
most
que se
important thing
tomen
that
esto
you
en
can get out
serio,
of
que
this
se lo
is
tomen
just
como
to
una
take it
carrera. Gracias,
seriously, to
Angie.
take it like a career. Thank you, Angie. Me,
Todos.
me
Así que
too, me
estamos en
too.
el mismo
Okay,
canal.
everyone, we're all
Miren,
in the
tómenselo en
same
serio.
channel.
Esto es
So
como,
take it
como
seriously
cuando uno
because
tiene esa
this is
ilusión,
like when you
pasó esa
are so
tarjeta,
excited,
quiere
you're
utilizar
eager,
los
you passed your
parches, pero hay que
card, you
recordar
want to use the
siempre ese
patches, but you
momento
always have to
cuando
remember
pasamos ese tarjetazo y le
that
dijimos sí a
moment
esta oportunidad.
when you passed your
Recordemos
card
ese
and you
momento,
said
ese
yes to
sentimiento.
this
¿Por qué
opportunity.
yo dije que
Remember
sí?
that moment,
Todos aquí
that
tenemos un
feeling.
porqué.
Why did I say
Sea porque
yes? Everyone
quieren
here
tener una
has a
mejoría en su
why.
salud,
Maybe
sea
because you want to
porque
improve
les
your health.
interesó
Maybe
muchísimo el
because
modelo
you
de
were
negocio,
very
porque la
interested on the
conversación,
business
porque me
model due
escucharon a
to
mí
the
decir todo lo
compensation
que se
plan,
pueden
because you
ganar.
heard me
Bellezas,
speaking about
la razón
everything
que
that you
sea es
can
súper
earn.
importante que
Darlings,
se
whatever reason
tengan ese
it
por
is
qué en
super
su corazón y
important
que
for
lo
you to
lleven
have that
siempre con
why in
ustedes,
your heart
porque es lo
and
que
bring
los
it
va a
with
llevar a
you all the
ustedes
time
a
because
salir
it's what is
adelante
going
en
to
este
bring you to
negocio
be
y en cualquier
successful
cosa en
in
la
this
vida.
business and in
Esta es una
anything in life.
oportunidad maravillosa,
This is an
pero es un
amazing
negocio
opportunity,
que
but
si nos
it's
lo
a
tomamos como
business.
un negocio,
If you
vamos a
take it as a
ganar
business,
dinero como un
you're going
negocio.
to earn
Si nos
money
lo
like
tomamos
a
como un
business.
hobby,
If you take
vamos
it
a
as a
ganar dinero
hobby,
como
you're
un
going to
hobby.
earn as a
Lo
hobby.
más lindo, yo que llevo
The most
tantos años en
beautiful
esta
thing
industria, es que por primera vez tenemos un
that
producto
I
que
can
está
share with you
cambiando la
because
salud de
I've
los
been
seres
for
humanos.
such a long time in the
Realmente
industry
tenemos
is
un
that this
producto
product
que no
is
tiene
special
competencia y es un
because it
negocio
changes
con
human beings'
propósito.
health. It's a
Todas las
business
personas
with
que estamos
purpose that
aquí,
has no
estoy
competition.
segura que nos
Everyone who
interesa el
is here,
bienestar de los
I'm sure
otros,
that we
¿cierto?
all are
Entonces, qué
interested in
bonito
people's
que mientras
well-being, correct?
podemos
So how
compartir y
beautiful that
ayudar a las
while we
personas
can
con
share
su
and
salud,
help
a la
people
misma
with
vez
their
podemos
health at the
generar
same
ingresos.
time,
A la
we can
misma vez yo
generate
le puedo
income.
decir
At the
a
same
Mirella,
time, I can say
Mirella,
to
tú sabes
Mireya,
que con
Mireya,
este
do you know that
parche tú
with
también
this
puedes ganar
patch,
dinero.
you can also earn money?
Inscríbete, únete al
Enroll,
negocio. Yo
join the
sé que los quieres
business.
comprar
I
ahora
know
para
that
uso
you
personal,
want to
pero no
buy
te
them now for your
preocupes, ya
personal
quédate
use, but
en la
don't worry
organización,
because
saca
if you
provecho
stay
del
in the
volumen que yo
organization,
traigo,
you can
después
take
sí pueden
advantage of the
hacer sus
volume that I
propias
have.
inversiones,
I'll
pero
explain about the
métete con el
compensation
core.
plan
Mira, ahí
later,
tienes
but
ya
enroll with
meses
Core. Look,
y estás
you
en
have
el
three
negocio.
months
Cuando
already there,
alguien te
and you're in the
pregunte por el
business.
parche
And when
o tú
somebody
quieras
asks you
hablar del
about the
producto,
patch
tienes tu propio
or
link
you
y vas
want
a
to
ganar
talk about the
dinero.
product,
Es
you have
así de
your own
sencillo,
link
mis
to earn
amores. Con
money.
esto quiero
It's that
decirles
easy, my
que
beauties.
es
With
un
this, I want to
negocio
say to you
que les
that
puede
it
generar
is a
muchísimo
business
dinero
that
si
can
ustedes
generate
de
a lot
verdad
of
se
money if
aplican y
you
hacen lo que
truly
nosotros hacemos,
work and
que es
do what we
aprender
do, which
constantemente.
is
Esto
learning
que vamos a hablar el
constantly.
día de hoy,
This
que mi
that we're
esposo
going
les
to
va a
talk
mostrar,
about
es una
today, that
llamada
my
que a lo
husband is going
mejor
to
van
show
a
you,
tener que ver
is a call
5 veces
that you might
y van
have
a
to
tener
see
preguntas
5 times,
mañana. A lo
and you
mejor les
might
dirán
have
hoy y
questions
no pasa
tomorrow.
nada. Para eso
Maybe you
estamos
saw
acá,
it
para
today,
apoyarlos, pero también están las
and that's
grabaciones.
why we're here to
Vuelvan a
support you.
estudiar.
That's why you
Tenemos
have
un
the
plan de
recordings.
compensación que nos
Study this
acaban de
again.
lanzar,
We have a
mucho
compensation
más
plan, which is
mejorado, por decirlo así. No quiero
improved.
utilizar
I don't
la
want to
palabra
use
nuevo
the
plan de
word
compensación
new
porque realmente
compensation plan because
lo que
truly
es un plan de
what it
compensación
is a
mucho más
compensation plan
generoso en
that
donde
is
vamos a
much more
ganar
generous in
mucho
which
más
we're going to
dinero
earn
de diferentes
much more
maneras.
money
Entonces
in
ahora
different ways.
es el
So
momento
now
que
is
juntitos
that
de
moment
verdad
that
nos
together
pongamos
we
en la tarea de
truly can start
aprender,
working
de
on
aprender
learning,
ese plan de
getting to
compensación
know
de
that
la A a Z,
compensation plan
que
from
tengamos
A
la
to C,
seguridad de
getting to
hablar de
be
él, que
sure of
tengan
ourselves
ustedes
when we talk
seguridad
about it,
también que hay
for you to be
información
sure that
grabada
there is
que
recorded
ustedes si en este
information that
momento no se
you
sienten
can watch
cómodos
if you
al
don't
hablar
feel
del
very
negocio, de la
confident talking
oportunidad,
about the
tenemos
business and the
llamadas
opportunity
semanales
yet.
para que puedan
We
tener
have weekly
invitados como
calls for you to
certificación.
bring
Yo
your
voy a estar mucho
guests with interpretation. I'm going to be much more involved also in the calls and in the trainings. So again, everything that you're going to learn today is the necessary steps for the business that you just opened. And this that we're doing, we also do it for anybody that you bring into the business. This is not only for the people that we bring into the business, it's for your organization too. It's for you to feel feel supported. It's for you to feel that you enrolled into a team where your uplines are there for you, where we have a system for all of us to grow together. So, again, this call is super important. Thank you for giving yourself the time. Thank you for taking this seriously, for wanting to learn. And let us start now. Jay, please, I'm sorry I spoke a lot, but I'm excited.
No, don't worry. If you guys could do me a favor, if you guys could turn on your cameras, the ones on here, just we do these on Zoom so we can see you and meet you, and we're going to be doing events together, and it's always nice to like see who's in business with us and see your face. So if you're able to, if you could just turn your camera on, it would be great. So it's not like a phone call, and I really, really would appreciate it if you guys did that. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you guys so much for doing that. I really, really appreciate you guys being on here. Monica, thank you so much. Well, listen, I just, I'm going to get started. I mean, my wife had, a lot of great things to say, and I'm also going to welcome you to the team. I mean, first and foremost, thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you for trusting us, and thank you for joining our team. You're not just joining a team, you're stepping into a movement that my wife and I have created, and it has the power to impact so many lives in your world and around the world. And this all starts with you. And what I want to begin with tonight, before I get into talking about the back office and onboarding you and showing you the technology that's going to help you build your business, the way you guys show up for this business will determine how fast and how far you grow. This is like a brand new start and something that's brand new for you guys. And this is the cool thing. You guys are now an entrepreneur. That's really cool. And what that means is you're building something real, something like my wife just said, with purpose, a why. This is your business. So you got to treat it with seriousness. You got to treat it with consistency and the heart that this business deserves. You guys have to learn every single thing you can. We have provided a lot of powerful resources. I know Evelyn has sent you a lot of information. Lola has sent you a lot of information. Just take the time to go through that information. Take the time to learn it. Because what I will tell you is this, excuse me, knowledge creates confidence, and confidence will drive your momentum. So once you have the knowledge, you're going to be more confident to talk about this business with your customers or with people that you want to bring into business, your friends, your family. And how you're going to create that confidence is, like my wife said, show up to these trainings. Every Monday, you might want to watch this 5, 6 times. But the most important thing is when you bring someone into the business, make sure you invite them to these trainings so that they get the same ability to win that you did, right? That what's broken in this industry is when you recruit people that recruit people that recruit people, they don't get this. So you're getting on these calls because you're in the chats and you're aware of them. When you bring someone into business, let us help you bring them up. And this is the cool thing. If life gets in the way and you can, for some reason, not attend live, just make it a priority to watch it the very next day. Every training, you guys, is a step forward in your growth. Every call is a chance that you guys can sharpen your skills and you can build belief in this business. And I'm going to tell you, belief is the most important thing. It's everything. And this product that you guys are a part of, it's just not another supplement. It's not another gadget. It's something that nobody else has. And this is a technology that's going to change humanity. And I truly believe it's going to change the world. And when you start to believe that, when you truly believe that, sharing this product, and I didn't say selling, I believe that this industry should be called direct sharing because the sharing is going to become natural to you. Passion is going to become contagious and you're going to share with everyone. You're going to plant seeds every single where that you go. And here's the best part. You guys are not doing this alone. When you start a business, 9 times out of 10, you're alone. I've started many businesses and you're all alone. We have created a system for you guys that my wife talked about. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just follow the one that's proven to work. My wife and I have been in this industry for 7 years. We've made a lot of mistakes, a lot. So learn from all of our mistakes and speed up your process. Invite the people to our opportunity calls that we have every Tuesday and Thursday. Use the tools, leverage the team. When you do that, we all rise together. That's why we built this out. We understand if you have the right tools, that's going to create success. We understand if you come to the training and you train, you're going to be able to build the best business. That's a fact. Training is everything. Keller Williams is a real estate agency that is the #1 real estate agency in the world, and they've never spent a dollar on marketing. They just train their people very, very well. And that's what we want to do. We want to give you guys all of the assets you need to be successful. And I will tell you this, my wife and I are here for something bigger than ourselves. My wife was with another company, doing really well, building a great team. But there was just something inside of her that said that I need to help humanity with this product. I need to not keep this a secret. I need to get on board with my husband and let's do something really special. Because this is not just about sales. It's about transformation. It's about being a part of something special, something very, very rare, and something the world desperately needs right now. We have so much divide in our world, and what we want to do is bring people together. We want to bring people together through wellness. We want to bring people together through financial literacy. We want to bring people together through community. And that's what our biggest goal is with this, because this is going to change humanity. So, what I want to talk to you guys about tonight is I want to walk you through the back office so you can get familiar with everything and learn how to navigate it like a pro. Now, the best advice I can give you is just get into your back office and just start clicking on stuff. Write down questions. If we have a Q&A, you can ask on our Q&A calls. You can also call customer service. Our customer service is great. They can answer any questions that you have. But go through it and write down those questions so that you understand how to run your back office. This is your business. So if you understand how your back office works and your business works, you're going to be a lot better to be able to lead one and help your clients if they have questions. All right. So let me share this with you guys real quick. So this is the back office. When you guys log in, you're going to put in your username and your password that you signed up with. Okay. And when you log in, it's going to take you to the front screen. This is your home screen where it's going to show you your up-to-date commissions right now. It's going to show you what your rank is. It's going to show you your recent orders. It's going to show you upcoming renewals in your back office. Anybody that might need to renew, that's the front page. But what I want you to go into first is I want you to go in and I want you to update your profile. So our team name is Wellness Revolution up here at the top. If it's just in your name or a company name, you could put that. It's going to be right here. It's going to be on the very top. You're going to click on that and you're going to hit change settings. Okay. So if you profile as your profile, you can view it, but you're going to change your profile by clicking on change settings. And they're just going to go through here. You can see all these different tabs, your profile, your address, payment methods, notification, two-factor authoring. Just go through all these and then you can go down and you can edit your photo. You can edit how you want to be recognized. We want to be recognized as Jay Atkins and him and Aduke Atkins. If we win awards or we want to be recognized, this is our address. You want to update all of that stuff in your back office. Okay. So that's how you update your profile. Now, the other thing that you want to do is if you want to change your legs in your organization, why would you want to change your legs? Well, right now you want to build a balanced organization. Okay. So a balanced organization means you need to put one on left, one on right, one on left, one on right. Now, if you bring in somebody really, really strong and they're running and they're doing really, really good, you might want to just build one leg because one leg is taken off. But how you change it is just to go in here to this build left, build right. If you want to change it to your other leg, once you sign someone up, you just do that and it's going to give you a message up here saying it's been updated. We're building left right now because our strong leg is on our right. So we're really building our left leg really, really strong right now. So I'm going to move it back to build left. That's how you change your legs, okay, to go in. Now, this is the thing. If for some reason someone gets put on the wrong leg, you have 5 days to call customer support and tell them that you put them on the wrong leg and they'll change them to the right leg that you want them on. Okay, so 5 days. If you realize that someone signed up on the wrong leg, just call customer support and they'll change that for you. Okay, the next thing is I want to talk about how you change your monthly subscription. Okay, this is really, really important, you guys. So if you want to check your monthly subscription, there's a tab on top, monthly subscription orders. This is my wife and I's monthly subscription that we have. We are total almost $700 every single month on the patches that we get. If you have not signed up for an auto ship, you need to. The reason why you need to sign up for an auto ship is because all the volume that we're putting in actually goes under you. And when that volume goes under you, we need to make sure that you stay active so that you keep that volume and you can eventually get paid on it once you build your organization. So you do not want to become inactive. You have to have at least one sleeve of patches to become active. To get paid, you have to have at least two. Now, these are just the patches you're using every single month, right? You have to have at least one or you have to have at least two patches in your organization. So if you don't have a monthly subscription order, when you click on this, The way you do it is you go to store and you go down to patches. You click on patches, and then you're going to go to the X39 patches right here. Click on it. And then you're just going to go down here and add to monthly subscription orders. You're going to click on that button. Now it's going to say that it's been added to your auto order. That's not exactly true. You have to go to the cart and then you have to check out. Okay, then that's going to go in. And then once you check out and put all your information in, you're going to go back to monthly subscription orders and make sure that it's showing up so that you have your monthly subscription orders in there. That's how you do it if you did not do it when you signed up. Okay, how you find your enrollment link. So your enrollment link is for customers and for brand partners. These are people signed up under core, advanced, or premium. The way you find that is you click on organization and you click on enroll new. Okay, I'm going to go to global enrollment because we're enrolling people all over the world. I'm not a robot. Join now. The next screen, you're going to see your name up there. Okay, this is the thing you're going to copy and paste on the top. Copy, and you're going to go in and put that in your notes on your phone. Now, if you're on your phone, it's going to come down on the bottom of your phone where the search button is. You know, on the phone, the search is on the bottom. You're going to copy paste that and put it in your notes. Now, if you have a customer that wants a link, you're going to go to the preferred customer program, click on that, and then this is the link right here. That's your preferred customer so that they're getting to sign up as a customer. That's how you find your link. Just make sure you go to there, copy and paste it, put it in your notes on your phone so that when someone asks you for your link, you have it easily accessible. You can go and copy, put it in a text, put it in a WhatsApp, put it in Instagram, wherever you want to put it, but at least have your link saved so it's easy to share it with people when they want your link. Okay? How you check your commissions. Okay? The way you check your commissions is you can go right in here to commissions. There's two places. This is your last 5 weeks right here. You could check here. But if you want to check the detail of your commissions, you go in here and this is your detail of your commissions. Okay. So this is this week so far, but I could check how much my cycle was, how much my matching was, how many people signed up for the business, and how many customers. So it's up to date every day. It updates. We get paid every single week. So this will tell you, like, if you want to know if somebody signed up today, let's see, we had 2 people sign up today. Okay. If you want to find out if any customers signed up, we've had 3 customers sign up today, right? That's where you could check where your customers signed up and what they signed up for. Okay. So that's how you check your commissions and all the ways that you get paid now, which is changing. And I'm going to talk about that at the end of the call today, how the compensation works and what the enhancements are. Okay. So the most important thing in this business is getting to manager. And how you get to manager right now is you have to have 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right. In August, that's going to change to volume based. So you don't have to have structure anymore as of August. There is no more structure in the comp plan. It's just volume based. But until that changes, right now, in order to hit the first rank, is you have to bring in 2 people left, 2 people right. Now, when it goes to volume based, the key to this plan is all about managers. That means managers are making money. Once they start making money, they don't leave. So you have to become a manager making machine. And that means they have to bring in at least 2 people in the business to get into that first volume requirement for them to hit the first rank of the company. Super easy. You got to get 2 people. Once you get 2 people, you're going to get to that volume and you're going to be able to hit manager the first day or two that you join this business. So you're in the first rank in the company. Okay. Now, let's say you signed up as a core and you want to upgrade because you want more patches, because you want to patch people, because you want to have inventory. The way you upgrade from your core pack to advanced or advanced to premium, you go into here and where it says store, you're going to scroll down and under sales tools, it's going to say upgrade your package. Okay. You're just going to click on that and it's going to give you the option to upgrade either to advanced or core. It's very, very simple. Just hit upgrade, pick the pack you want to upgrade to, and then you can upgrade your package. Super, super, super easy. Okay. Again, I want you guys to leverage all of our training. We have training every week. Lola and Evelyn sends out a calendar every single week when those trainings are. Try to get on those trainings. But most importantly is you want to make sure that everyone that you're bringing in and everyone that they're bringing in and everyone that they're bringing in is getting the training so that we can get them started fast and we could teach them and give them all the resources that are going to help them be successful in this business. Now, the other tab I want to show you on here is the resource tab in the back office. This is where all the information and the news for the company that you should just go in and go through each one of these tabs and watch some of these videos so that you know what's going on, right? This is a new product coming out. It should be coming out on the 19th of the month, but go in there and learn about this product, right? This is David Schmidt. Go in there and listen to those webinars. Go in and listen about the water technology and cellularize, how it works. These are all good resources. Now, I'm not saying you got to go in there and spend an hour every day. What I'm saying is go in there and spend 15 minutes every day and just get to know your company. Okay. So that's the back office. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. So what I want to talk to you guys about now,
Baby, can you, 1 second, there's a question. ¿Qué significa el payout cap en el pago de
What
comisiones?
does
Can you explain
payout
the
cap
payout
in
cap?
commission payment mean? Can you explain payout cap?
is someone asking that question?
Yes.
Um, so payout cap is because the company pays over 60% commissions to the field. If for some reason the commissions go over 60%, the company can't pay over 60% because it couldn't stay in business anymore. So there's a cap on how much the company can totally pay out in commissions. That's why the commission enhancements are happening. The reason there's a payout cap right now is because there's people that started 15 years ago in the company and they recruited one person and they're making $3 million a year off of that one person. And so that's the great thing about a binary, but there's a thing called binary creep that happens in a binary plan. If those type of people bring somebody in and they quit working and they don't recruit anymore, those people could be making $3, $5 million a year and not doing anything, not bringing anybody in the business, and don't even have a team. So the payout cap is just to ensure that the company does not pay out more than 60% commissions to the field. Some weeks they might take 1% or 2%. Sometimes they don't take anything, but if they're pay over 60%, which most companies pay anywhere from 35 to 40, we pay 60% to our field of all revenue that's brought in. That's what the payout cap is.
Thank you, baby.
So, again, the hardest part of the business, you guys, and that's talking to people. This is where everybody struggles in this business, opening up a conversation and talking to people, except for my wife. She's really, really good at it. She doesn't struggle with it. But what I find in talking to people and coaching people in this business is just being consistent, talking to people and getting into conversations. People have a hard time to get in conversations because they're just afraid that people are going to reject them. They're afraid that people are going to look bad at them. And I like to talk to you guys about what not to do first. Where are the biggest mistakes in this business and people getting into conversations? And the first thing is I never ever talk about this business being a network marketing business first off, right? Because you're going to automatically have people like throw their hands in the air. They're not going to want to listen to you when you start talking about network marketing, MLM, direct sales. That is not the first thing that you want to talk about in the business, right? If they ask, I don't lie. I tell them it's a direct sales compensation model, the best compensation model that exists anywhere in the world. All right. So again, I don't open up with that. The other thing I don't talk about is how much money I make or the comp plan, right? Because if anything sounds too good to be true, that it usually is. So I don't talk about money first because I'm not doing this for money. Money is going to come. We do this because we're helping a lot of people, right? We have several businesses that pay us money. We're not doing this for money. We're doing this to help humanity. So I never get into the conversation about money the first thing. Now I do talk about comp. It's just not the first thing that I talk about. So what I do is this is how I open up a conversation with people. And I want you guys to take this into consideration. This conversation works with every single person and for every single person that you come in contact with. If you know them, if you kind of know them, or if you don't know them at all. Okay. And what I like to do is I get in conversations and I like to leave people with themselves. What happens, even when I role play with you guys sometimes, what I see happen is you guys want to go for the jugular. You want to start talking about the patch. You want to start talking about the business. You want to get right to the conversation with people. And when you do that, people can see through that and they can see that they're being sold, right? So my wife is very good when she's having conversations with people that she gets into the conversation, but she builds a lot of rapport before. And how you build rapport is you leave people with themselves. And how you leave people with themselves is you ask them the right questions that have to do with them. And the right question that has to do with most people is what is their identity? And their identity is what they do for a living. Even if you're a stay-at-home mom, that's the hardest job on the planet. You're with your kids all day, you're raising your kids. It's not an easy job. And when someone says I'm a stay-at-home mom, I tell them that's the hardest job on the planet, a job that I probably would not be that great at. And I totally respect women that stay at home and take care of their children. So when I ask them that and they say that, I'm going to say that to them. And I'm going to ask them a question. What is your favorite thing about being a stay-at-home mom? What's one thing you would change about being a stay-at-home mom? And that's going to open up the conversation. The conversation is going to evolve, which is going to allow me to ask more questions. So if it's someone that you know and you know they're a nurse, you're going to just simply ask, hey, are you still working at the hospital? Oh, yeah. How long have you been doing that now? 15 years? Wow. You must really love it. What do you love about it? If you could change anything about it, what would it be, Anna? Because people are going to give you knowledge. They're going to give you information, right? They work weekends, they work evenings, they don't get paid enough money. All these things we're going to gather in our head when we're having a conversation with them on the back end about something, not right in the conversation. And then naturally, what's going to happen is they're going to ask you what you're doing. And that's when you have to be ready for your 30-second commercial. And that is the excitement, that is the passion for what you're doing. It's like, oh my God, have I not told you that I'm in the stem cell business? Like, stem cell business? What do you mean you're in the stem cell business? And that's when I take my patch off and I hold it from, I'm like, you haven't heard of this? Are you serious? This thing has changed my life more than anything that's ever changed my life before. I cannot believe you haven't heard of this. And then they're going to start asking questions about it. And then when you talk about the testimonials, you talk about your testimonial and where it's taking you, they're going to ask you how they get it. This has happened to me a million times in the sauna. Most people that I signed up when I started this business, I came home every day from my wife and I said, listen, babe, I signed someone up in the sauna today. Because they asked me what it was. They asked me if it was a glucose monitor. My wife wears it on her hand. People always ask her what it is because they can see it. Is that a glucose monitor? I'll never wear a glucose monitor because I have a stem cells patch. What's a stem cell patch? You haven't heard of it? And then I go into, do you know between the age of 0 and 30, you lose 50% of your stem cells, they go dormant? You know, between 30 and 60, 95% of your stem cells go dormant. This is why people age so aggressively. This is why people get disease. This is why people can't recover. And when you start talking about those things, that's why I want you to go to these trainings because you're not going to get it today. You need to watch this training over and over and over. I've had this conversation a lot of times. And then they say, how do I get it? Oh my God, it's so easy. You can get it one of three ways. You can buy it retail for 150 bucks a month, but nobody does that because you can get it for wholesale for $99 a month with an auto ship that you can cancel anytime you want. Or you can be an affiliate with a company like I am and just share the product and the company will pay you. Which one sounds best to you? And I'm giving them an option, right? Most people want to meet people where they want them to be versus where they are. And what I mean by that is we want everyone to be a brand partner in our business. We don't want customers. But if they're at a customer state, that's fine. Join as a customer. In 30 days, I'm going to follow up with you and ask you how you can get it for free. Do you want to get it for free? All you got to do is refer 3 customers in. You get your patches free every month. 60 days, I'm going to follow up with them and say, how's everything going? Oh, it's going amazing. Well, you can get paid for sharing this thing, right? It's become my social responsibility. I have to tell everybody about it. And the company actually pays me for sharing. So just meet people where they are versus where you want them to be and get into the conversations and just practice this conversation. Watch the trainings, understand how to talk about the product. Is anybody on here, have I talked like a doctor? Have I talked like a scientist? You don't want to. You want to make it very, very simple because if you make it simple, then they feel like they can also talk about it and do it. You don't need to get into the science. You don't need to get into the doctor, being a doctor about this. This is what it's done. This is the testimonial. And it's the best thing I've ever done in my entire life. That's all you have to say. And they want to do it. And then you get into it's holistic. There's no chemicals, there's no drugs, there's no stimulants, there's nothing going in your body. You're only using your own body's resources to heal itself. David truly believes that people can live to 120, 130 years old with this patch. People are like, what? So it's all about having that conversation and getting them into the conversation. I want more information. There's a lot of information that we can send out. We send you guys a lot of information. There's an I Decide video that we have that you guys can sign up for. It's $149 one time, and it's a whole presentation that you can send to people, and they can go through the presentation. It has AI attached. Lola can put that here in the chat for you guys, It's $149 one time, and the presentation is beautiful and amazing. And when people say, I want more information, you send it out to them. It has their name, it has the city where they're at, and the time that they open it up, and you get information on that. So we have a lot of tools that you guys can share out with people, but you got to get into a conversation so that you can send the presentation. And once you send the presentation, they're going to have more questions, and you're going to see that they opened it. The iDecide app is going to tell you that they opened it, they got through the presentation, and to follow up with them and call them. So all of these things, again, we could talk. We have these training calls on either side. If you want information, you can reach out to Lola or Evelyn. They can send you the information. It's very, very easy. But in order to get into a conversation, you have to have a way. I'm not comfortable talking about it. It's okay. You can just talk about how amazing it is. I mean, all of you can remember between 0 and 30, 50% of your stem cells go dormant. Between 30 and 60, 95% of your stem cells go dormant. What do stem cells do? They keep inflammation out of your body. They keep disease out of your body. They keep your mind clear. They allow you to sleep. They allow you to heal, right? So learning all these things, and I know I'm giving you guys a lot of stuff tonight, but that's why we do these recorded so you can watch it and practice it and watch it and practice it. I remember when I first started, the first 30 days, I was like, oh my God, there's so much information. I got to learn the comp plan. I got to learn about the patch. Don't let that overwhelm you. In a month, I promise you, you're going to look back and be like, man, I know a lot about stem cells. I know a lot about this business. So that's how you get into the conversation with people. And then again, be ready for your 30-second commercial. Know what you're going to talk about. Practice it. Now, there's other questions that I ask in that, right? When someone says I'm in the stem cell business, I'll ask, what do you know about stem cells? Most people don't know anything about stem cells. They don't know that stem cells go dormant between the age of 0 and 30. They don't know stem cells go dormant between the age of 30 and 60. They don't know that. They don't know that photolight therapy can reactivate their stem cells. So again, I ask people questions that I know most people don't know about. I ask people if they know how much stem cells cost. They cost about $40,000 down in Mexico and Panama to get one treatment, and they might not work. And they usually go away within 2 to 3 years, and you have to go back down and get another treatment. I look for people in pain. Matter of fact, Jimena's mom's sister walked into our house last weekend, limping, could barely walk, hunched over, and I was like, oh my goodness, what happened? And she said, I fell 10 feet from my attic and broke my back. And she's like, I have had surgery. She's like, I'm in pain. The doctor said I'm just going to have pain for the rest of my life. And so I put an LifeWave patch on her, an Eon, and an X39. And literally within 30 seconds, she came out walking straight up, walking and smiling. And she was like, this is insane. I never, ever thought that these little patches were really going to do this. And she's like, I cannot believe how good I feel. I haven't felt this good in a long time. So when I see people in pain, get the ice wave patches, you guys, because that one is a great one because pain leaves immediately and then you patch them with the X39 and people are blown away. There's so many people living in pain, you guys. So many people limping, so many people with tape, so many people with pain problems. And when they have that pain, I can teach you guys how to patch people that pain will leave in 15 seconds out of their body, at least 80% reduction. I look for people drinking energy drinks. If somebody's drinking an energy drink, I'll look at the energy drink. Look on the back of an energy drink, you guys. Look at the chemicals and the things that are inside of that energy drink. And I ask people to tell me what they recognize in that energy drink. And they'll be like, caffeine, water. What else do you recognize? Nothing else. What if I told you I could give you something that you could wear on your back that would give you the same amount of energy as that energy drink and you wouldn't have to put those chemicals in your body? What are you talking about? You know what stem cells are? Have you heard of the X39 stem cell patch? What? Where have you been? You haven't heard of this patch? It's changed my life more than anything in this world. And I'm getting that conversation. And this is all authentic, you guys. I've had the last 9 months, I've never felt this good in my entire life, ever. Ever. Not even when I was 25 years old. You guys can also target people in direct sales. You can go on Instagram and go and search people that are in other direct sales companies. Search all the direct sales companies. Go to DSN and search the top 100 network marketing companies in the world. Then go out and research them on Instagram. And when you see them advertising, send them a DM that says, "Hey, I'm interested in what you're doing. I'd like to hear more." Again, we're going to leave people with themselves. When they get on the phone, "Hey, listen, I want to know about your business model. What's your comp plan? How are the products? How is the company?" Instead of trying to recruit people straight up, hear about their company. And then when they say, "What do you do? What are you currently doing?" "Oh, I'm a part of a direct sales company right now, but I'm looking to add another stream of income. And my company allows me to work with multiple companies. Does yours?" And most of them are going to say no. And you're going to say, "They don't? Why? If it's not a competing product, why can't you work with another company?" Now I'm into a conversation about how great my company is, how great my product is, and I'm opening people's eyes to something outside. And I didn't go about it by trying to recruit them. Because if you try to recruit me into a direct sales company right away through a DM on social media, I'm going to ignore you. But if you want to hear about my company, you want to hear about my business, anybody that reaches out in a DM and says, "Hey, Anna, I'd love to hear about LifeWave." Oh, if you're going to be on it, you're like, "Hey, let's get on a call. Let's have a conversation." I have a prospect. So I want to hear what they're doing because it's going to give me now recruiting people that are in the industry, you guys. You want to talk about blowing your business up? These guys have experience and they see the compensation model. They see how much money that they can make inside this compensation model. It's not a Me Too product. There's no competition in the space. We're the only company in the world that's offering this product with a patent. People don't know about this product. We were in other direct sales companies. We didn't know about this product because people are faced down. But when they're trying to grow their business and they want to know about, if you want to know about their business, they're going to have a conversation with you. It's how you get on the phone with people. What I say, the most important thing is conversations. You got to get into a conversation so you can talk about it. Because we're only going to close 10% of the people that we talk to, you guys. It's a fact. You cannot be discouraged by no's. No is a part of the process. 90% of the people you talk to are going to say no. When I was in the insurance business, 90% of the people that we gave a quote to on auto insurance and home insurance said no. That's just the game. No just means not right now. When they say no, I'm going to follow up with you. And then I'm going to follow up with you. And then I'm going to follow up with you. Once I have your contact, I'm going to continue to follow up with you about the product. But now I'm not going to follow up, you guys. I'm not going to follow up talking about LifeWave. I'm going to follow up talking about you. I'm going to leave you with yourself. I'm going to find out where you are because things change for people. And they're going to ask you, "Hey, Karen, are you still doing that stem cell thing?" Oh my God. Am I still doing it? I am actually changing people's lives. I love this more than anything that I've ever loved in my entire life. And now you get into the conversation because they're going to ask you. They're going to ask you because you led with what are they doing first, not what you're doing. You're not following up with them to try to close them. Your social media. You guys can use your social media. I know some of you are thinking, "I only have 200 followers." Well, if you close 10% of your 200 followers, that's 20 people in your business. That could change your life. That could change your income. If 20 people sign up in your business, that could absolutely change your financial life. That could be $3, $4, $5,000 a month in your bank account every single month. So don't be afraid to do videos. I'm not good at doing videos. Nobody feels like they're good at doing videos. Think about this for a second. When you take a photo, who's the first and only person that you look at in the photo? Yourself. My daughter, when we take a photo, she zooms in on herself to see if she looks good in that photo. It's just a fact. When you do a video, you're even more self-critical. What I would suggest is do a video talking about the business, but do not watch it, just post it. Perfection does not sell on social media, you guys. People want to be able to connect and relate with you. But you got to get out there and you got to get uncomfortable doing this stuff. Friends and family, they're going to be the toughest, you guys. They're your toughest critics. They're going to be the hardest on you because they know you better than anybody else. They're going to sit back and they're going to watch and they're going to see how serious you are about this business. But they're the best people to practice on because you have nothing to lose. So go out and talk to your family about it. Show them how excited you are. People that you went to school with and worked with in the past, people that are on Facebook, on your social media, pull out your phone. I guarantee you, most of you on here have 150, 200 contacts in your phone easily. Go through your contacts. But remember, don't call them up and talk about, I have the best opportunity in the world. I'm in a direct sales company. You can make all kinds of money. No, you're going to call them up and just see how they're doing in life. Sometimes I accidentally call people. Oh my God, I was calling another Chris. How you doing? I haven't talked to you in such a long time. How are things? What are you doing now? Boom, you're into the conversation. Oh, I'm working for Honda at a factory. Oh, wow. How long you been there? 15 years. Wow, 15 years. You must really love it. What do you love about it? Then they're gonna be like, hey, what are you up to? Oh man, I've got a couple of different businesses, but one I'm most excited about right now is the stem cell business. Stem cell business, what is that? 30-second commercial. I'm talking about it. It's just a numbers game, you guys. It's a numbers game. So just call people up and see how they're doing. Go through your contacts. But the main thing you guys have to do is you got to get people patched. My wife just had somebody over that brought us a lemon tree and an avocado tree to our house. She's into a conversation with them. They walked out the door with 10 patches because my wife was talking about it. Because we've known people that have been trying to get pregnant for 5 years and they wore the patch for 2 months and they got pregnant. And she's trying to get pregnant. And she was like, you know what? I know several people that have gotten pregnant by wearing this patch. And now,
Babe, and I just want
yeah.
to say something about that. Cuando las personas sienten
When
que
people
nosotros nos estamos
feel that
preocupando por
we
la
are
necesidad que nos están contando o
worrying
su
about the
problema
need that they
o
have, or we're
cualquier cosa
concerned about their
que
issue,
estén pasando,
or
¿no? De
anything that they're
salud,
going through health
cuando tú
wise,
realmente te
when
preocupas
you
por esa persona y le
truly
das una
worry
solución,
about that
no
person
hay
and
forma
give
que
that
te digan
person a
que no.
solution, there's no
No
way
hay
they're going to
forma.
say no.
O sea,
There's
es súper
no
fácil
way.
decirles, mira,
It is
esto
super
no
easy to say,
contiene
look, this
medicamento,
doesn't
no te
contain
está entrando
medication,
absolutamente nada a tu
no
organismo,
drugs,
es
it's not
fototerapia,
transdermic, it's
nada pierde.
phototherapy. You
Esta
don't
chica
lose
a la que le di los
anything.
parches está
And
tratando
this
de quedar
girl
embarazada
that I
teniendo
gave
tres
the patches
pérdidas,
to
de
has had three
testimonios de mujeres que
miscarriages
han
and she's
quedado
trying to get
embarazadas
pregnant. And I
utilizando
told
el
her there's
parche.
testimonials of
Porque
women
no,
that
no
have
pierdes nada.
become pregnant
Te
with the patch.
chequeas, le
Why not?
mandamos
You
el
don't
link
lose
y
anything.
compró
So we sent her the link
el
and
producto.
she bought the
Entonces,
product.
quería añadir
So
eso,
I just
siempre
wanted to
como
add that it's
preocupémonos por esa
always
persona, por ese
really
ser
being
humano
concerned
que
about
nos
that
está
human
hablando,
being that's in front
escuchemos.
of you,
Muchas
that's
veces no
talking to you,
escuchamos porque
listening
estamos
to them. Many
pensados
times
en
we're not
tener que
listening because we're
lanzarle
thinking,
lo
oh,
próximo,
I
porque
need
es
to
beneficio nuestro,
uh,
¿verdad? Cuando realmente escuchamos a la
find a
persona y
way
sus
to
necesidades,
argue my
es
sales
mucho más
pitch because
fácil
it's my
que
benefit.
lo
When
que
we
estamos
try to give
compartiendo
benefit to others and
salga
their needs, it's
genuino
much
y que
easier
la persona
for what we're
obviamente
sharing to be
lo
genuine and
acepte
for that person
como
to
es,
accept it
¿no?
as it is.
Así que nada, quería solo
Okay, so I
aportar
just
eso. Go
wanted
ahead,
to
go
share
ahead,
that.
baby.
Go ahead, Jay.
So what I want to talk to you guys about now is just the comp. Okay. So the company, and I'm gonna do this very fast, okay? Just to show you the enhancement that the company has. The company has had the same comp plan for 20 years. 20 years. And we're the fastest growing company in the world right now, 3 years in a row. And they wanted to enhance the comp plan because there's people that are being rewarded in the comp plan that haven't done anything in 15 years. And they want to reward people that are going to come into this business and grow and not pay people that aren't doing anything in the company. So they didn't change anything about the comp. They just added five more ways to get paid. All right. So I'm going to go through it very, very fast. And then we're going to have more comp calls. We got another comp call on Wednesday that you guys can join where Kyle and I are going to talk about the comp enhancements on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. We're going to go through that. So we're going to be talking about comp a lot. So don't be overwhelmed. I just want to kind of talk to you and show you all the opportunity inside of our comp plan. Okay. So let me share this with you guys. And we're going to send this out to you guys. Okay. And you might have already seen it in the chat, but we went from 6 ranks. Hold on a second. This thing did something weird. There we go. We went from 6 ranks to 12. So you see right here, we had six, it was up to SPD. Now there's 12 ranks that you can hit in the company. The biggest difference with the ranks is when this takes effect, if it's July or August, there's no more structure required. And what that means is before you had to have people rank up to hit to the next rank. This is all now volume based. So it's all volume from your customers and from people in the business. So you could rank up through the company without having anybody in the organization. If you're a doctor or you have a dermatologist office and you're referring this to your customers and you have a bunch of customers, you could actually hit ranks in this company just through the customer program and through the customer volume.
Baby, can you
Okay?
zoom in? I'm sorry, can you zoom in the document?
Not really.
No,
Mm-mm. No, is that not big?
mm,
You know what? Let me
not
if
big enough, I feel.
yeah, it's full size on my screen. We can send it out. Justin, if you just put this in the chat in Spanish as well, just put it in Spanish and English so that they would have both and they can see it. But um, the commissions we used to get paid only 20% when customers signed up. Now we get paid 20 to 40% based on how much volume you bring in. So they've added 20 more percent in customers. And then also when you start and someone signs up, there's a product introduction bonus. So when someone signs up with a core, they get a $35 commission. Advanced, they get a $75 commission. When the comp plan rolls out, they're adding another Advanced Plus, which would be a $165 commission. And then premium, they would get a $405 commission. So none of that's changed except for there's more commission on customers. Then the first 9 weeks that you guys are in, when you guys bring in a new brand partner, you get a $25 bonus. Okay. And then if you're a two-star manager and you bring someone in, you can get a $50 bonus on top of your bonus for them signing up as a PIB. Okay. And then when someone in your organization signs someone up, you also get 1250 on that person and 25 if you are a two-star manager. Okay. And I'm going to show you the volume that you need for a two-star manager in a minute. The other thing that they added, so this is new enhancement. This is new. So it was a binary plan. Okay, meaning you just got paid in a binary, but they added a unilevel structure. And all that means is you're getting paid on the first six ranks in the company, a percentage of all the volume that they're doing and bringing in. Okay. So if you are an active brand partner and you bring in someone level one, you can make 3%, even if you're not in a rank. As you rank up, as people rank up, you're making 5%, 7%, 7%, 7%, 7%, 7%, all the way up to three-star director when they bring someone in. When they're a two-star manager, you start making 2% of everything that they're making. Okay? 3%, 5%, 5%, 5% on up. Don't get caught up in this. This is just a massive enhancement that we did not have before. This is brand new as of August 1. This is pretty much the same. The only difference on this is all volume based. It's no longer a 330 and a 660 binary, which I'm not even going to get into because it's confusing. And a lot of people didn't get it after 3 or 4 months. This is just showing that once you're a three-star manager, you can make up to $1,500 per week. And it's all percentage based. So it used to be this cycle thing that I'm not going to talk about because it confused people. But now, once you're a three-star manager, you can make 5% on your weaker leg in your organization, up to $1,500 a week, and you can make up to $25,000 a week as you rank through the company. 25K per week, which is 100,000 a month, which is $1.2 million a year. So this did the only thing that changed in this, the only enhancement is it's now percentage based instead of cycle based. This is the huge one. That's unbelievable. We used to get paid 3 generations. And if your second, third generation wasn't doing anything and your fourth and fifth generation was doing something, you didn't make any money on that fourth and fifth generation. This is a 6 generation comp and it's compressed. And what compressed means is, let's say that you brought someone in generation three and generation four, and they're not doing anything in your organization. They started, but they never did anything. And let's say your generation five and six, number four and number five brought in six and seven, and they're doing something. They automatically roll up to where you get paid on them now. That did not exist before. This is massive. And so with this and the unilevel bonus, you can make up to $20,000 per week per person in your organization, 6 generations. That's just crazy. Down the road, 3, 4, 5 years when you're building this, you can make 20,000 per week per person. So just imagine if you got 3 people that you're making $20,000 a week, that's 60,000 a week off of 3 people in your organization, not including the other bonuses that you're making. So the amount of money that's in this comp plan, the reason why I always tell people give this business 3 to 5 years, you can't make a judgment after 6 or 7 or 8 months saying, oh, this is not working, because you got to let this thing build up and it's going to just run and it's going to run away from you. This is a legacy comp plan. 5, 6 years from now, you're going to be able to leave your family with this business, and this business is going to produce a lot of money. This is the other thing that's brand new.
Baby, did you
Brand,
stop
brand new.
sharing? I'm sorry, you stopped sharing?
No, I'm sharing.
Do you guys see? ¿Ustedes ven algo en la pantalla? Yo no veo nada. I don't see anything,
Yes,
baby. Yeah?
you're sharing.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't see it. That's weird. Okay, go ahead.
And then
Sorry.
so the seventh thing, maybe to swipe your screen to the side or something, babe, that we did not have before is these breakthrough incentives. This did not exist before. So this is another enhancement. So once you hit one-star director, they're going to pay you a $500 bonus. Okay. Once you hit a one-star executive, 5,000. Once you hit one-star presidential, $50,000 bonus that they pay you. Two-star, $75,000 bonus, and three-star, 100,000. And when you get to three-star presidential in the company, they give you a his and her blue face Rolex. So these are all enhancements that a company has made to their comp plan for the people that are coming into this business. So it's really, really exciting, you guys. Plus, David has a lot of other things that he is working on that are going to be awesome that we're going to be able to share with our people. We have a water machine that's about to launch. That's absolutely amazing. When we were at home office, there's an energy machine that he's creating that you can connect to your house and not need power from the power company, and you'll be able to sell your power back to the power company so that you could be self-sufficient. You're not going to have to worry about your power going out. You're going to self-generate your power. So this man is creating a lot of things. He is truly the Tony Stark, the Iron Man of our modern day era. I think he's the Steve Jobs or the Elon Musk of wellness. He is very, very amazing individual, very smart guy. And you guys are at the right time and the right place to do something amazing with this business. And we're just so happy that you guys have decided to hitch your wagons to us and go on this journey with us, because we're going to do something that has never been done in humanity before. We're going to help a lot of people. We're going to help a lot of people do something that is going to change multiple lives. And I'm just so happy. And I can't wait to hopefully meet all of you one day. We're doing a lot of events around the country. So hopefully you guys will be able to come out to one of those events and invite people to the event. And I'm not sure, Justin, did you drop the sheet and I can't see the chat? Let me see.
The improvement in the compensation plan?
Yeah, the compensation
Yes,
plan.
it's
And
there.
then
Both
also,
of them
did
are
you
in
drop
there.
the link for the I Decide?
Yes, everything is there.
Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Babe, I don't know if you want to wrap it up, but I know it's a lot of information that we downloaded on you tonight. It's on purpose, but don't be overwhelmed. Understand it's a process, but don't wait to learn everything to start talking to people.
Así mismo es. Y una
That is
recomendación
correct.
que les
And the
voy a dar,
recommendation that I'm going to
yo
give you,
siempre he
I
opinado que el
have
conocimiento es
always
poder.
thought that
Y
knowledge is
hablando del
power.
producto,
And
tenemos
when
que
we talk about
conocerlo
the
a
product,
fondo,
we need to know the
experimentarlo
product
nosotros personalmente,
completely,
porque eso
experiment
nos
the
va a dar
product
una seguridad
personally, because this
maravillosa,
is
saber
going to
cómo
give us an
funciona,
enormous
y de esa
confidence to
manera
know
poder
how it works
compartir
in
acerca de
our
sus
own
beneficios, ¿no?
skin and to be
Entonces,
able to share
usen
about
el
its
producto,
benefits.
sean
So
súper
use the product,
consistentes para que
be
ustedes
super
mismos puedan
consistent so
tener ese
you yourselves
testimonio.
can have your own
Dominen una
testimonial.
presentación de negocio
Dominate a business
lo antes que
presentation
puedan. Quiere
as
decir,
soon as possible.
obviamente
That
tenemos las
means
oportunidades de
obviously we
negocio,
have
las
the business
llamadas para que traigan a
opportunities, we
su
have the
gente,
business
pero
calls for you to
este
bring your
negocio, como
teams
les
and
dijo
your
Jay,
interested
no se
people.
lo tienen
But
que
this
saber
business,
todo.
like Jay
El plan
said,
de
you don't
compensación
need to know
nuevo,
everything. The new
mejorado,
compensation
no sé
plan
si es
or
la
the
palabra
improved
nueva,
compensation plan,
es
to
un
not
plan de
use the word
compensación
new,
muy
is a
complejo,
compensation
muy
plan that
complejo.
is
Yo que llevo en
very
la
complex,
industria
very
todavía
complex.
no
I
lo he
have
entendido
experience in the
completamente y
industry and I
está
still haven't
bien,
completely understood it.
porque
And it's
obviamente
okay
es muy
because
complejo. Tienen
obviously
diferentes
it's
formas de
very
ganar,
complex
muchos
and there's different ways
porcentajes,
that
hay
we
que
can earn a
estudiar
lot of percentages
básicamente.
and we need to study
Pero
it basically.
cuenten su
But
historia,
talk about
cuéntensela
your
al
story.
espejo, a ustedes mismas,
Talk about your
practíquenla,
story on
practíquenla y
this
ya, o
in
sea,
front of
para
the
que la
mirror.
tengan súper
Just
afinada y el día que
practice
tengan
it.
a
So you've
alguien
got it
enfrente,
ready, and one
sepan
day that you have
hablarle
someone
en
in front
tres
of you,
minutos
you know
acerca
how
de
to
la
speak
oportunidad de
about the
negocio. Eso
opportunity
es súper,
in
súper
three
clave. Y
minutes.
hagan su
That is
lista de
super
contactos.
important. And
Miren, yo
prepare
escuché a
your
Mike,
contact list.
bueno,
I
tuvimos una
heard
llamada de
Mike
equipo con
when we
él y
had a
su
team
esposa,
call with him
y
and
ellos
his
han
wife,
traído a
and they have bought they
107
have
personas al
brought
negocio
107
directos,
people directly
debajo
into
de
the
ellos.
business
Y
underneath
no lo
them,
hacen a través de las
and
redes
they do
sociales, lo
not
han
do it
hecho
through
a
social
través
media.
de sus
They have done
contactos,
it through their
literalmente.
personal
Así,
contacts,
llamando a
literally,
Patricia
just calling
y no tienen
Patricia,
ni idea qué
and they
Patricia
have
es.
no
¿Con qué
idea who,
Patricia hablo?
which
Ay,
Patricia they're
Patricia, no
talking.
sé qué.
Oh,
No, estaba
it's
llamando a
you,
otra
Patricia. I'm
persona que
sorry, I
espera,
was
pero
calling
bueno, no
another
es
person. How
coincidencia. ¿Cómo
embarrassing,
estás?
but
Cuéntame de ti.
what a
Bueno, mira,
coincidence.
yo
How are
estaba
you
llamando
doing?
a otra
Tell me
Patricia
all
porque
about
quería
it. I was
ofrecerle
calling another
esto que
Patricia
tengo en
because I
mis
wanted to
manos, porque es una
offer her
persona
this
que
that
le
I
gusta
have in
mucho
my
la
hands
salud y
because
no sé, a
she's
lo
a
mejor
person
a ti
that
te
is
puede
very into
interesar.
wellness. And I
Mira, mi
don't
amor,
know, maybe
no
you
tiene
might
ni
be
idea,
interested.
pero
I
todos
don't know.
tenemos más de
Think about it.
300
But we
contactos en
all
el
have more
teléfono.
than
Y a
300
todas esas
minutes in our phones. If all those people we dedicate to 5 people just to knocking on their doors, to greeting them, to talking to them, to asking them, for those people to feel that we're concerned and worried about them, it's going to be much easier to share about this opportunity in the product. So that's what I wanted to leave you with. Thank you for connecting with us. We're going to continue seeing you here. Thank you, Jay, for all that great information. We're going to share this that we did on the compensation plan. Again, study it, have it at hand. Don't be worried if you don't understand it. That's why we're here with you, to take you by the hand, and little by little we'll all grow together. Okay, I'm sending you a big hug. See you soon. Bye. Have a good night.